Hello guys, another special day today. I'm not going to talk something crazy today. I just want to talk about something that is very close to everyone, something that is relevant to everyone. Now, who is in a relationship currently? I'm one of them, and I believe also you. But now, let me ask a question, and I'm just going to clarify one thing here. If you are in a relationship and then kuno muntu othandana naye or unalo muntu oratana naye, have you ever taken a minute to ask yourself or to find out why are you in a relationship with the very same person othandana naye? And then what is the foundation of that relationship? What is your relationship based on? Now, many people, if you can ask them that question, they will tell you different reasons. But then if you go deeper, you will find that the majority of those reasons, they are not the correct type of foundations whereby you can base your relationship on. What am I trying to say? Now, there are 5 dimensions of love that we can evaluate and check and then see if ever the type of relationships that we are involved in, is it going to be beneficial for you to base your relationship on that now. If I'm saying there are 5 dimensions of life, it means kunezinto ekufanele wena as an individual uchecke i-relationship yakho ukuthi na angabe i-relationship yakho isekelwe phezu kwento e-constant na or na motheo wa relationship yakho na foundation ya teng itile na. If we say there are 5 dimensions of love, number 1, the first dimension is that one we call love because. Now, what does that dimension mean? It means wena muthu oratana lena, the person lo thandana naye uyamthanda because akwazi ukwenza 1 2 3 and 4. You love this person because they can reach this level and level. You love this person because of certain things. Now the question is, if your relationship is based on love because, what if those things no longer happen? Are you still going to be in a relationship with that person? If you love this person because they can provide for you, if you love this person because they can make you happy, if you love this person because they can take you to certain places and dimensions. Now the question is, what if those things, they no longer come? So which means the first dimension that we call love because, now you are in love with this person because of certain things. Now the thing is that, according to me, is not the proper foundation for us to can do what? Lay our relationship. Akufanelanga sakhe ubudlelwana nabantu esithandana nabo because of ezinye zezinto. Now, if we go to the second dimension of love, this is one we call love if. Now, uthanda lo muntu only if akwazi ukwenza ezinye zezinto. Urata muthu onana if akawetsa tsa tse ding tsa dinto, if akawfihlelisa mona, if akaetsa 1 2 3 and 4. Question o gore, if muthu ono a se a sa kgone gore ka etsa ntho tsena, now lerato tla betse le teng now. If lo muntu akakwazi ukwenza lezo zinto, if lezo zinto ozithandileyo kulo muntu azisekho, now the question is kuzenzakalani? That is the second dimension of love. We call it love if. You only love this person if they can be this. You love this person if they can do 1 2 3 and 4. You love this person if of certain things. Now the question is, what if lezo zinto azisekho? Would you still love the same person? Now look at yourself, do your self-introspection, look at your relationship, do your self-introspection. Now, do you love this person that is in a relationship if they can do certain things? That is the second dimension of love, whereby we have to re-evaluate our relationship. Is it the right one now? Now the third dimension, we call it it's environmental love. Now in the environmental love, it means now we have certain environments where we come from. Some of us are from Pretoria, some of us are from Johannesburg, some of us are from Boksburg, some of us are from different areas in the whole area of South Africa. Now in that environment whereby you come from, let's say in the whole environment you've seen guys, in that environment you've seen girls, but there will always be that environmental lady, there will always be that environmental gentleman where you are, who is different from the other guys, who is different from the other ladies. So which means in that environment whereby you are in, there is no one like the person that you're involved with. So that is what we call environmental love. And then you go for that person because they are unique, they are different, they are not like the rest of the guys, or they are not like the rest of the ladies. Now the question is, if you are controlled, or your relationship was controlled because of the environmental love or the environmental relationship, what happens if your company What happens if God takes you out of that environment and you go to another environment? If you're gonna move from Bloemfontein and then you go to Durban, when you get to that environment of Durban, you are going to meet the environmental guy of Durban. What about the one that you left behind? That is why you'd find that a majority of people, when they move from city to city, they will always be involved with another person. Reason being, their emotions, their needs, their relationships are controlled by the environment. If you are in Bloemfontein, you are going to look for that environmental lady. If you are in Durban, you are going to look for that environmental lady of Durban. That is why you'd find out if you travel the whole county, you are going to have how many? The whole country, you will always have a partner, because your emotions, your love is defined by the environment. And that is a very terrible way to do what? To start or base your relationships on the environment. Now, the fourth dimension is that one that we call grandmother, grandfather love. Kunabantu langaphandle, like uma ngabe sithi siyabheka, now they have that appeal yabantu abadala ukuthi mawuhamba estradini bathi yabona mfana wami awungashada le ntombazane la ihloniphekile, iyathandeka, ayihambi ebusuku. And then that is an ideal wife, because uthandekile on the elders. And then you think, because I'm such a mess, if I can be in a relationship with that person is going to bring that appeal back to me. That person is going to make me a respectable person. That person is going to build me a respectable family, because they have that appeal, yabantu abadala. And then you feel, this is a perfect husband. And then you feel that this is a perfect wife. But now the thing is, that type of a thing, you end up not enjoying your youthfulness, because now you have looked for a grandmother, grandfather type of an appeal in a partner, whereby lo muntu uhloniphekile and uzifunela umuntu onjalo. Now the question is, what if lo muntu le appeal iyaphela, and then ungena ilezi zinto zobusha lezo ukuthi manje sakaba involved nale ama attitude wabantu abasha, sekayenza ezinye izinto ongazithandi? Would you still love the person? Le appeal le yabantu abadala bekhona, uma ngabe esekho, the mission is your relationship iphelile. That was the fourth dimension, that one we call grandmother, grandfather love, whereby i-appeal yomuntu wakho ithandekile kwabantu abadala. And you think having the type of a person like that empilweni yakho would make you ukuthi nawenze njani uthandeke. Let's go to our last one. It's love stops. Now, love stops, the explanation yakhona is a bit different and bit difficult, because masithi love stops, sizama ukuthi every reasoning, every explanation, everything ongayicabanga ukuthi why uthanda lo muntu, there is no explanation. If you can't explain it to other people why you love this person, but you know ukuthi ngaphakathi muthona nawo wamrata, and even to yourself you can't even explain it. Even to yourself you can't even explain it, because this is what we call unconditional love. There is no reason, there is no explanation. The thing is that lo muntu wenza njani uyamthanda unconditional, and akekho omunye umuntu ozenza njani ozakutshela. That is whereby each and every person in a relationship, they need to strive to find, or they need to strive to base their relationships on unconditional love, something that you feel on the inside. You don't love this person because of certain things. You don't love this person if they can do this. You don't love this person because you're controlled by the environment. You don't love this person because they have that appeal. You love this person because you don't know. There is no explanation. That is what we call unconditional love. Now, take this moment and think with it. The person or Ratanandel, out of all these 5 dimensions of love, number 1, love because. Number 2, love if. Number 3, environmental love. Number 4, grandmother, grandfather love. Number 5, unconditional love. Where in a relationship you have, the current relationship that you have, where is it based on? Do you love that person because? Do you love that person if? Do you love that person because there is no other person like him in the area where we're not open? You need to re-evaluate yourself. It's not all relationship that started out of unconditional love. They started because they started in other areas of life, but you have the ability to can move your relationship from one dimension to the other. You can move your relationship from where it is to the other. It is not easy or separated like for such a long time, but there are other people who are in relationships whereby even themselves they are not happy and they don't know what to do to spice up their relationship. For you to be able to change your relationship, firstly you need to understand or more guy, and then you need to work your ways to move it from dimension number 1 to dimension number 5. That is what we call the 5 dimensions of life. That is whereby we evaluate ourselves. So from today, do a self-introspection and think, now you are in a relationship, but now the question is, what is the foundation of your relationship? Check on the 5 dimensions and then work your way to reaching that state of unconditional love. Thanda umuntu wakho, uthande unconditional, regardless of their mistakes, regardless of what they are doing. There are challenges that will come in between couples, but now the thing is, it is not about the challenge, but it is what happens after the challenge came to a relationship. Because hangata rona re na le this common sense whereby we say, ha re tshehe motho because a wile, but then re batla bona hore ha motho a qeta o wa o etsa eng na. Do you cry or do you stand up and then you dust yourself off and then you walk tall? That is what saves many relationships. You need to work for your relationship. You need to fight for your relationship. And then you will see, you will enjoy being in a relationship with someone else. Love yourself, love your partner, and build your relationship. Cheers, guys.